Hey friends, if you are thinking about selling your home, don't make these 5 common mistakes that could cost you thousands.
Mistake number 1, overpricing. You know, a lot of people think traditionally in real estate that the goal is to price your house high and then negotiate down to the final price of the sale, right? You know what we found though is that is actually not the case. What we see, not just in our own business, but through our brokerage in the whole city, is that when houses are priced conservatively, the market swoops in and because of supply and demand, raises the price of that home, that property, to what the market feels is the right price or to what the market's willing to pay. So what happens when you overprice a house? Here's what happens. The public today is educated on the proper price of real estate, on how much a house is worth based on where it is, what neighborhood it is, and so on. And so if you overprice a house, really what we find is that the public never comes out to see it. There aren't enough showings and certainly no offers. So if a house is overpriced, it tends to sit a really long time on the market. And that's why we don't want to overprice it. We want to be very strategic in putting that price plan together.
Reason number 2, you can lose thousands of dollars when you are wanting to sell your home is not prepping it.
That's right.
And not prepping kind of falls in line with a lot of different things. And that means like probably big point number 1 is decluttering. And I know like you don't live in a home the way you sell it and you don't sell it the way you live in it. And we all tend to accumulate a lot of things, and especially if you've been in a home for a while. And so decluttering just helps the buyer be able to see themselves in your home instead of all of your things.
So in addition to decluttering, we want to make sure that the home is prepped like with fresh paint. I mean, that's a really inexpensive way to make a big positive impression. Carpeting, you know what we hear sometimes, the sellers say, I'm just going to let the buyer pick the color they want. They don't want my color. And can I tell you, that's a really bad move. And the reason why is it is the emotion of the buyer that drives the offer. And when they walk in your home, if it's not prepped, if it's not pretty, and they feel like that the home is, you know, in rough shape, hadn't been well taken care of, or just overall sad or dark, they don't want to buy the house. They will buy another house that is prepped with fresh paint or flooring. So those are easy ways to prep where you get a good return on that investment.
And number 3 way to make sure you are not losing thousands of dollars is making sure that you have a really good online presence. And what does that mean?
Well, here's the way I take that. You know, sometimes when we work with new buyers, we go see a house, they love it, they feel like they want to make an offer, but then they feel weird because it's the first house they've seen. And I have to remind them that this is not the first house they've seen. They've seen 50, 60, 70 houses before we open that door. And the way they see it is by flipping through online photos. I mean, this is how people shop for houses now, right? They sit on their couch. They flip through photos on the different real estate websites until they find the homes they like, and then we go look at it in person. So winning at the curb is so very important.
And you know, that's just ensuring that you have really great pictures, not ones that maybe have been taken with just your phone, but also video tours and drone shots, things that make your house stand out to the against the competition.
So I think one of the things that really amazes me is when I see different listings and the photos are obviously cell phone photos. And I know, you know, phone technology is improved, but phone technology can't replace paying a professional photographer to go out. We don't skimp on photography, drone video, etc. It's just too important.
And number 4 way to keep thousands in your pocket and not lose that money is do not, as the seller, do not be there.
Don't be there
showings are taking place.
It is so awkward because, I mean, here's the thing, as you have buyers come in, you want them to have the ability to experience the house. And so you and I think about when we bring a listing to market, we present it to the market and we want buyers to be able to experience that presentation. We've put a lot of strategy and work and effort into making that happen. And sometimes Buyers just need to talk through things that they like or they don't like.
Right.
Some people are concerned about, sellers are concerned about security, right?
Right.
Well, as licensed realtors, you know, we had to go through fingerprinting,
Right.
background checks. There's a lot in place, even just getting the door open.
Right.
There's a lot in place with security that the state puts in place to take care of consumers.
Right.
So I won't say security is not important. What I will say is when you're working with a licensed agent, in general, there are a lot of things there that should make you feel comfortable.
Right.
And so again, don't be home.
Right. Number 5, the next way to keep thousands in your pocket as a seller is to pick the right agent.
You know, there are different agents that offer different levels of service, right?
Right.
We are full service agents. There are some agents that will just put the home on the MLS, and that's fine. We actually take a lot of effort and energy into really working as consultants.
Right.
And so I think who you choose to be in your corner to walk through the process of selling or buying a home will make a big difference. It's really, the old statement is you get what you pay for, right?
Right, right, exactly.
And along the same lines, if you would like to have a free copy of an agent interview checklist, in the comments below, comment guide, and we will get that copy to you. All right, if you feel like this is the right time and you want to work with us, always feel free to reach out and by text, 205-368-5995. We're Mike and Brandie Brown with Keller Williams here in Birmingham, Alabama.